The Return is about a small-time criminal who screws up a heist and has to deal with the consequences. But beyond that, it's really an investigation into what it is like to be on the wrong side of a lie. So I've been working on some scripts for a year before I came to The Return. So I knew the kind of tone, I knew the kind of tapestry, but the concept of The Return came really from the idea of an extreme metaphor. It might sound lofty, but it's taking one concept and pushing it all the way to the nth degree. And that's what I wanted to do, take a character, put him on the wrong side of a lie, and also put the audience all the way through that. So that's where the inspiration came from. The biggest challenge we faced really was self-induced, which was the choice to shoot on 35mm, which, you know, we were a very small budget and also a very small team. So we had to make sure that everyone was on the same page and that we streamlined our production all the way from the pre-production, where it was just 3 of us working, all the way onto set, through to the labs and into post-production. So I'd say that was our biggest challenge. I think when someone goes to see a movie, whatever genre it is, but let's say the gangster movie, a subgenre, they have a lot of things that they are expecting and they want to engage with. I think then if you take that and you put a little bit of a new identity on it, and that can actually be a very powerful thing, because you've already got them halfway because they're familiar with these tropes. But then you can play with that. So that's how I think The Return addresses it. We do have a gangster in the movie, but just when you might expect him to do one thing or another, he does something else, or something else rears its head. And that's what we wanted to do, was update the genre a little bit. I think shooting on 35mm for us was absolutely the right choice, because immediately we had atmosphere on set. And I'm talking about cast and crew, but also in the image. The minute we turned over and we got it and it was in the can, that was it. The road between there and completion was very short, because the grade was very quick, because the sensation and the atmosphere of a crime film or a psychological thriller was already baked in. But it also focused what was a very lean production in budget and size, because everyone knew that we had to get this right, you know, on the day, and we didn't shoot a single pickup day. So what started as quite a big challenge ended up being a very good focuser. I think it's great to have creative control, but I didn't take those roles on out of any megalomania. I took them on out of just that was the only way it was going to get made, because we couldn't afford to employ an editor. I didn't know any producers who were going to shoot a movie of a 26-year-old at the time. And so we just got going and tried to make it work. I think in the psychological thriller genre, playing with people's perceptions is one of the keys, actually. It's potentially what people go to see those movies for. I find with The Return, it's most exciting on a second watch, because you're in on some of the secrets and you can pick up on some of the details, some of them slightly more obvious, some of them slightly more buried. And if you enjoy a puzzle, if you enjoy a mystery, then I think it's the kind of film you too would enjoy. I think festivals like Raindance and the other independent festivals are vital for independent films like The Return, because, you know, it gives you new momentum, it gives you a little bit more impetus, and when you go knocking on the door to make another film or to do whatever it is you want to do next, people listen a little bit harder when you can say, look, we've screened here, we've screened there. And it reminds you that there is a bit of a community out there. Since being nominated for the Best UK Feature at Raindance, I've made contact with a number of the filmmakers who were also nominated, and that's a really creates a lot of momentum, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey!